Sub sobers? Oh, nice. Yeah, we are live. Don't write it and we'll do it live. Yes. Oh, wait, I'll do that in a second. Let's get this pulled up. How are you guys doing today? Hopefully amazing. New tab. New tab. Shit, I haven't thought about Diddy in a minute. I'm just kidding. Literally Diddy's all over the place these days. Hope you guys are having a great start to your day. What? Shouldn't have gone to his website. I'm still on autopilot this morning, you guys. Victoria, sup, everybody. Oh, I needed to see if this is working or not. I'm also currently streaming on Rumble simultaneously. We'll see if this is working. I've never done anything with Rumble. They were like, oh, you just need to get 100 followers and then you can monetize your channel. And then you get there and they're like, oh, now you need 30 live stream hours. And I was like, well, I wish you would have told me that before. I would have been trying to get some live stream hours before. That's kind of weird. Rumble's pretty cool. I like it. I find a lot of information. I watch a lot of good videos on Rumble. Oh, yeah, that's right. I totally forgot that it's Memorial Day, so they're not doing trial stuff today. Well, that's cool. We can just hang out. We'll look at some other shit. You guys can help me with some research. See you, Dare. This is why I need you. You guys are freaking the best. But since I'm on, I want to see if this is working. Doesn't appear that I'm live on Rumble. Multi-stream. Oh, yeah, there we go. Rumble live stream. I don't really know if it's working. It's not really cool. Lit up all the way green or just halfway green. I don't know which one's which. What's that mean? Oh, well, now it's frozen. Great. Well, let's just, let's switch this over then. And we'll actually do some research about some other stuff. What happened with you guys over the weekend? Anything cool? Oh, this is what I was kind of thinking about last night. This Basquiat guy. Sorry, I can't see if you guys are messaging me because this stupid chat is frozen. What the hell, OBS? This is some BS, OBS. Well, you guys are always here to hang out and struggle with me, so I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of annoying that it's not working. But that's okay. We'll just roll with it. Do I need to close this? Like, what's happening right now? It's completely frozen. Is it still frozen? No. It's only frozen on my end. Shit. At least I can see the chat now. Literally, it's so funny. My mom texted me last week and was like, yo, by the way, Memorial Day is next week. You kept saying in your live stream that it was this week. It's only frozen on my end. Shit. So I was like, all right. Thanks, Mom. And then I still forgot, and now it's Memorial Day. Do you guys do anything for Memorial Day? Because I don't. I never do anything. It's always too busy to do shit. Your cat's sick? That's not good. Damn, that's crazy. Sorry, time. That's always hard. I swear, geriatric cat or geriatric pet life just gets overnighted to your door. You don't get, like, little things here and there telling you, like, yo, you are going to have to start thinking about doing this soon. No, just one day, your cat's just walking funny, and then you find out he's got diabetes. You're like, what? Cats can get diabetes? I didn't even realize that. But they can. And I was like, what? He doesn't even eat sugar. Like, is it in his treats or what? All right, well, I'm getting kind of annoyed that this thing is so frozen right now. It's not like Elsa frozen. It's like super frozen. Motorcycle parade. Sturgis? Alright, well, I can't switch anything. Sorry, guys. Let me try some old school Windows tricks, I guess. I don't know. I don't know anything about Mac troubleshooting stuff because I never have problems with this thing. Let's see, maybe I can... It just sucks that it's working on your end, but not mine. Sorry, this is consuming. I like want to wait for it, but I also don't. Well, I might just have to leave and come back. Hang on. Well, I can't even leave because it's frozen. So this is what happens when you try and do something new. Alright, we're going to force quit then. Is it back? Maybe it's back? Okay, yeah, I think it's back. Cool. Still can't figure out why it's not restreaming over to the Rumble, but I guess I'll start recording now. I mean, no, we don't even have to record. We don't need to do that. What is happening? Yo, what is going on right now? Trying to add this Rumble stream is just throwing everything off in OBS, I guess. I don't know. I got this new plugin. Remember this Memorial Day weekend. It's a good call. We're in real time, just in case. Yeah, no live yet on Rumble. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know why it's not doing it. I don't think... I even, like... I don't know. I spent a while trying to set it up last night. Let's go to a different camera and see if I can... When technology doesn't work right, it's extraordinarily frustrating. You're like, what's the deal, bro? Okay. I guess I'm just not understanding, but... You absolutely do have the right to that. And yeah, unfortunately, if you don't document it, it definitely didn't happen. So true. Yeah, I swear it's the multi-stream that's messing it up. It's the only thing I could think of, because it's the only thing that's different. Well, fine. Okay. It's kind of getting dumb now. Why don't you let me change the video? Maybe we can add one. Nope, we can't do nothing. Okay, all right. I'm not gonna mess with it here. And yeah, honestly, I'm still trying to remember, like, really why I'd even get into social media. Like, I don't know, I still don't know what the deal is with this freaking Rumble situation, but I really wanted to show you guys this real quick. This shit is so sick. I'm super proud of this. All right, here we go. Check this out. VHS tape. Show us the tapes. So, hopefully they'll show us the tapes. And they're opposite of the other dude's shirt. The free Diddy shirt. The free puff. That shit's great. But yeah, show us the tapes. I know, isn't that shirt great? I was dying laughing at work when I was making it. I was like, this is so funny. Show us the tapes. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Have you guys ever heard of Basquiat? Show us the NDAs. Oh, that's great. And the funny thing is I was watching something else, and they were talking about what were they talking about? There was these other tape. Oh yeah, the whole thing with the Biden tapes. They're talking about releasing the Biden tapes and like how he. I think there was some tapes of him like making negotiations with Chinese, like, government officials or something like that. There was tapes of it, and then there's Hunter Biden tapes of like his sex tapes and stuff. God, yeah. So anyways, there's more tapes than just the Diddy tapes that they need to release. So this shirt will last beyond the Diddy trial, I'm assuming. There's always going to be tapes that we're going to need released. But, so that was why I was mentioning this. This shirt I just designed it yesterday, but I am going to try and get a link up on my channel at least. So if anybody wants a Show Me the Tape shirt, Then I'll try and get a link up soon so you can get one, but yeah, anyways, that was my that was what was going on with me yesterday at work. I was making this. Not all day, just for like 10 minutes, but last minute ideas. Have you guys ever heard of Basquiat? Because I literally have never heard of this dude. But he was an influential American artist who rose to prominence in the 80s. Neo-expressionism. Raw, energetic style and explorations of things such as identity, race, and power. I love how their analysis of an art, like some artist or artwork, is always way different than mine. This is some Basquiat art. Honestly, kind of interesting stuff. I like that he's got like a very unique style. But a lot of it's pretty fucking weird. Jean-Michel Basquiat. Whoa. Did you guys hear that? Hopefully Bodhi's okay. He's upstairs building a Titanic out of Legos. Basquiat, pronounced like a K, not a Q. Basquiat, okay. Did prophetic paintings. Scary. Yeah. Okay, well, let me show you guys something else that you might. This is just where I was in my research last night. You guys, I was researching for the video this week and then ended up not only watching the George Floyd body cam footage, which was truly one of the most heartbreaking things to watch. And the people that were nearby were trying to help him. He's making a ton of noise. Titanic, yeah. He's obsessed with the Titanic. I don't know why. We had a Titanic themed birthday. But anyways, so yeah, I was watching the George Floyd videos and then I got into the Frazzledrip rabbit hole and then I searched on the dark web for like 2 hours trying to find that video. Only to realize that I don't know if it actually exists, at least not in the public domain, but because yeah, I really couldn't find it. I couldn't even find anybody that said that they could find it. So I don't know. But anyways, that was my night. I was literally trying to do research and then ended up, I mean, I guess I still was. It just was not as focused as it should be. Yeah, I'm still curious about the Jay-Z stuff because didn't they drop the charges against him and Diddy about that 13-year-old girl? Oh, nice. The channel today, Can You Dig It, breaks down his art. Okay, that's cool. Trying to remember how I found it the last time. This is not what I was looking for. What? Why is it giving me these? Here we go. So they're saying, when I looked it up, they're saying that this artwork right here, oh, you can't see my cursor, this red face artwork, they're saying this is a Basquiat art piece. And with the on the sleeve, like Off-White. Is that the brand? I didn't even look at that before. Oh, and it's on both sleeves. Look at this. But this is a hoodie that Ellen DeGeneres owns. But Jay-Z also has one. But I was trying to figure out what this is. Mark Harmon has one? That's weird. His friends keep getting busted and he doesn't. Yeah, Dare, that 13-year-old girl, there was like, it was a civil case that Tony Busby was bringing against Sean Combs and Jay-Z, and it was some 13-year-old girl that talked about getting graped by both of them. And then at some point they dropped the charges. I don't know why or what, but they did. Kind of weird. Let's see if I can find the Jay-Z one. Actually, let's just do this. What am I using? Brave right now? Brave, I'm not stoked about your results here. Maybe I gotta add Jay-Z. Yeah, he's definitely a weird artist. I can give him that. But I have a friend in town. I'm going to shout him out on the channel at some point. Another homie. He's always hired me to like DJ his little art shows. But his art's pretty similar. Actually, I bet I could just go to his shit since I'm already on Instagram. But this dude is so cool. He's such a nice guy. I feel so bad for him. I feel like he does not get the love that he deserves. But see, this is my homie. He's got like some pretty wild artwork like that too. His art's pretty cool though. But he's such a good guy. He always hires me to come out and work his art shows and DJ for his art stuff. Why did Cassie ask her parents for the $20K? How come she didn't just pay it? That's a good question. I bet she didn't have any money. I feel like Sean Combs probably like controlled all of her finances. And he also made it so she didn't have to have money. No, he's not a Pizzagate billionaire, but he could probably pass for one with his artwork, right? Yeah, I mean, look at this. Some of this shit is so trippy. But the dude's been grinding. Look at that mini artwork. That's so cute. I'm going to get one of those for my girl. She loves mini stuff. But yeah, he's been grinding for a long time. I actually met him because I worked at this coffee shop and we put up artwork in the coffee shop. And then, yeah, that's just the start of an amazing friendship. And he's always asked me to DJ for his stuff. I always shoot him like links to different art things going on in town because I know that he's probably all over it. But I was just seeing if he had anything particularly dope. His style is not necessarily like my style, but like this is pretty sick. That would be a dope tattoo. But like, it's definitely an acquired style. Freaking Captain Crunch. So anyways, that's my buddy Peak Graphics. That's Jansen. He's got some amazing stuff going on. Do you know what happened to BJ's channel? What happened to BJ's channel? BJ. Did something bad happen? Are you talking about this one or the other one? Fake and phony actors starting fake and fraudulent movements as well as infiltrating and co-opting existing genuine grassroots movements. Usually works like a charm. Oh man, that's funny. They're getting paid $20 to wear a free Diddy shirt. Yeah, you want a free t-shirt and $20? They're like, hey, yeah. What up, One Chance? Good to see you guys here too. She is not stream. Oh, probably because I'm dumb and the trial's not even happening today. It's freaking holiday status. Yeah, I know. Look at these guys. Yo, $20? Sure, man. $20 is $20, right? Free Diddy. Yeah, she's probably just enjoying the holiday. Yeah, let's do this. Let's, I don't know what to look up right now. What's some shit that's been going on? You know what's been weird is that I didn't really, like, plan that Heche video and, like, for any other reason other than I thought it'd be a quick, easy topic, which I was fucking way wrong. And yeah, I know. I also thought it was. You're not alone. I'm just like, it was a long week. I'm glad it's over. Well, these are kind of long, but I'm going to see if there's anything interesting to watch about this stuff. I think we kept up pretty well, and then they ended early, so we finished up on Thursday, and then I think I worked on Friday, so I don't think I even checked anything out, but I haven't seen anything recently that I found particularly interesting, at least in reference to the Diddy stuff. But I've been knee deep talking about Twitch or looking into Twitch's stuff this week, so. Oh, yeah, that video of Anne sitting up literally gives me chills, too. It's so wild. Oh, yeah, this week we're talking about Stephen T. Witch Boss. I don't know why he spells his name with a capital W, but he does. So, Stephen Twitch. Dude, another story where I was like, oh, this will be a quicker one this week because I'm going to my... Oh, yeah, no worries. I'm going to my cousin's wedding this week, so I'm actually trying to get things like pushed ahead a couple days so that I'll have time to edit. Yeah, the Anne sitting up video. And I didn't even get I felt so dumb, you guys. I was watching another video and then somebody threw that clip of Ellen grinning in their video, and I was like, no, I'm so dumb. I forgot to include that. I forgot to include that video. That was like one of the most powerful videos in my opinion, just because it was so eerie, that smile. But anyways, so I posted the shorts video about it. But yeah, I was super sad with myself. Sorry, my brain is not firing on any cylinders this morning. Oh, the Twitch stuff is wild, you guys. Like, the Twitch stuff is fucking crazy. Like, what? Yet again, I was like, oh, the Twitch thing, it's probably just very similar to what happened to Anne. But the more that you look into it, the more you're like, God bless. And like I said, I got in deep into Frazzledrip research. Do you guys know what Frazzledrip is? I'm sure you do, because you guys know quite a bit. You guys are on the same level with me with this shit. You guys are always looking into stuff. And likely your feed is probably, like, I would be interested to see what your guys' homepage looks like on YouTube or other social media platforms like X. Because my X account, it's actually, I mean, I have my own X account, but I've lately just been using Kim's because we share the Grok subscription. But anyways, her X feed is just littered with conspiracy stuff. Truth is what I should say. It's littered with truth. Yeah, Twitch is good. I'm excited about the Twitch episode too. I'm excited to see what actually... I don't know. Right now I'm still working on piecing the story that I want to tell together, but Yeah. Sometimes I am. I've been on the dark web a lot lately. Hang on, this is kind of where I was last night. Let me see if I can. I have too many fucking tabs, you guys. Do you guys use BitChute? See, here we go. George Floyd arrest body cam footage. They've got that all on there if you wanted to go see that. Super sad, though. Be warned. It's not graphic in any way. It's just really sad. Oh, yeah, the remote accessing and taking over cars. Like, I don't know how I didn't think of it being more of a thing that happens because, I mean, they are computers. If you can hack this computer, of course you can hack another one. Oh, thank you. Is it Lewis or Lois? I don't know. I never know with that one. But yeah, I don't know. We have so many good videos on the horizon. I feel like we've only touched on a few people so far. I mean, shoot, one video a week. It's not even that much. There's so many freaking. I mean, with this whole Twitch and Heche situation, this is 2 of 3 people that died within, or four people that died within a month of each other, or within 6 months of each other. Like, very strange. You can only hack PCs that are actively online. I'd say that's probably true. Yeah, you can only hack a computer that's on. Because I watch a lot of those hacker videos. Yo, Miriam. Hello from the US. But yeah, I watch a lot of those hacker videos. Those videos are so funny, by the way. What's it called? I always forget what they're called. I'm surprised it's not popping up. Why can't I remember the name of it? They're so funny. They just, they like mess with hackers. They're so good. Oh, you have a family wedding this weekend too? I also have a family wedding. It's actually on Thursday, so trying to get video shit done a couple days early. So, I mean, I guess it's kind of a good thing that there's no trial today because that'll give me some extra time to do whatever I need to do. It's making me really mad I can't remember the name of that other channel I was thinking of, but... Wait, is it your wedding? Or somebody else's wedding? Okay, so this is where I was going. Oh, that's what I wanted to look into. That's what it was. Have you guys heard of the FTX scandal? It's a cryptocurrency trading company that was like embezzling money, and it was like a Ponzi scheme, I guess. I thought for sure the same guy whose emails got leaked, this Weiner guy, Anthony Weiner, was also the reason that this got brought down. Oh, narcissist. What is up, Hex? I haven't talked to you in a minute. Yeah, the growth has been crazy. I'm stoked about it, obviously, but it has been crazy. Lot of growth. A lot of new folks here. Yeah, FTX is definitely interesting, and I was thinking last night that I thought I remembered them crossing over and there being some ties between this and the Frazzledrip stuff. But then I obviously got distracted last night, went down a different hole and got completely distracted in terms of what it was. But hang on, let me just see. This is what I was thinking. This guy's name is Weiner. Oh, Hex, thank you so much. Yeah, you guys, if you struggle with a narcissist in your life, or maybe you have narcissistic tendencies yourself, or if you just ever wanted to know more about it, then go check out my guy Narcissistic Hex, because he's the man. He's been following me since like since before I was monetized. So when I was in like, I don't know, like 300 followers, he's one of the OGs. But his channel's awesome. Go follow him. He's up here in the comments, I'm pretty sure. Let me write it in here. I'm thinking this is what it is. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so there's his handle. Go follow him. It's definitely Wiener. It's not Weiner, I'm sure. But yeah, go follow him. He's been supporting the channel for a long time. And yeah, it's crazy. It's good to see you in here. My family is narcissistic. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I was super small. Honestly, we still are. We're still growing. I still consider us small. That's the mentality anyways. But yeah, no, straight up. He's been around for forever, really. Oh, I missed a letter. That's not it. I should just go to YouTube. I never have luck. What is this? Oh, shit. Good stuff. Yeah, I definitely like the stream. Love the stream. Maybe I... Oh, yeah, I was adding a tick at the end. My bad. That's why. There he is. So, yeah, go follow him. Where are you at now? Oh, nice. Yeah, I feel like you're higher, too. You're definitely grown since I saw you last. It's been a minute. I swear, I honestly don't... The only, like, watching I do anymore is videos of whatever topic I'm looking into. Which isn't a bad thing. It's not like I'm lacking in interest. These, like I said, I just get super, super sucked into these rabbit holes, and then they lead to so many different ones. And then half the time I'm like, you gotta refocus, man. We're not even looking at the same group of people. Jermaine, hell yeah, that's awesome. I love to see that. The P. Diddy stuff is wild, man. Hashtag Nipplegate, because what the F is going on? Yo, you guys are the best. Thanks for subbing up to the homies, because honestly, Narcissistic Hex has good content. And honestly, if you interact with a narcissist at all, it can be useful information. And I think we all do. I think I personally have narcissistic tendencies, there's just different things that I do that definitely narcissistic. I was trying to see if this Anthony Weiner guy was tied to this FTX thing, because I thought for some reason that his leaked emails were part of the reason why this whole Ponzi scheme got found out. But there's a lot of stuff flowing through my brain at any given moment, so sometimes they cross signals. But I don't actually think it was. I think what really ended up happening was that these people were trying to pull out of FTX for some reason, and then they didn't have any money to pay them. So then they started investigating further. Largest digital currency exchange platforms for buying and selling cryptocurrencies. The growth of FTX. Downfall. Okay, the price of Bitcoin started to decline drastically from its high in the beginning of 2021, and other cryptocurrencies started to follow. Many major platforms started shutting down, except for FTX, which continued acquiring competitors. It's a little weird. Alameda Research, also founded by Bankman-Fried, was heavily dependent on FTX digital token FTT, with assets valued at $5 billion. The balance sheet was leaked and showed that there was a lack of diversification, and the two companies were tied too closely together. The balance sheet listed $9 billion in liabilities and $900 million in assets, with poorly labeled entries showing a negative $8 billion balance. Oh, shoot. So, yeah, this dude he owned two companies, and he was basically just embezzling. Oh, Peachy Keen gifting it out. I love that. That's the best. That's literally the best gift. Thank you for doing that. Seriously, thanks for the love. Oh, thank you for the Anne Heche one was really good. I'm not going to lie. There's some episodes that I pump out and I'm like, I really hope this takes off because it's a really good video. And that was one of them. Except for the fact that I forgot to include that Ellen grinning video, her reaction to Anne Heche's crash. I don't know how on earth I forgot to include that. You can tell it's still affecting me even though I put out a shorts video. Like, it's just still, it's affecting me, you guys. Yeah, thank you. And it was super sad because like that video is haunting. I saw a lot of comments of people being like, your burns don't show up, but like she didn't even look red. You know what I mean? Like your skin usually looks super red or super like discolored in some way when you get burned really bad. So I don't know. The Anne Heche stuff was so weird. And everybody was saying that she was trying to apply the brakes in that video. That's why I was squealing so hard. But like she doesn't, there's like that through that whole 6 seconds, you don't hear any more squealing. So I don't know. Maybe I'm not hearing something other people are hearing. I don't know. But that video was crazy. But even more haunting, like the video of her sitting up is haunting. But like this gave me chills right here. Whoops. This gave me straight up motherfucking chills, you guys. Look at this. There's nothing left. This is Paul Walker's crash. There's nothing left. God, dude. Her brake lines probably were cut. Or even that that QNX software supposedly can control braking as well. Although I think that the video with those guys in the Jeep or whatever, I think that they were only able to control it like within a certain distance. Oh my God. Yeah, Ellen's a deep, deep rabbit hole in herself. Yeah, that's why I got into the Frazzledrip stuff. Because I was just like, I mean, it's easy to get sucked into that. But then, like, there's just so many weird things that Ellen has done and talked about. No, I'm not doing Paul Walker this week. I'm doing Twitch this week. But when I was looking up all the different crashes and Princess Diana, I got way more intrigued about that because I remember my mom getting super, super like, my mom didn't get like affected by celebrity deaths or like talk about them very often, but I remember her being sad and like confused about Princess Diana's death. And that alone is enough. I didn't know who she was. I was a kid. I had no idea. So but that's just one that I was never super interested in because I've never known about it. But looking into it briefly, I was like, holy shit, there's some crazy stuff going on with this. I don't know, you guys. I don't know what to do now that we're not doing the Diddy trial stuff. I'm not gonna lie to you. Twitch was a good dancer, by the way. The thing that I've been like, yeah, the Diana thing is super sad. She was an amazing chick, and she definitely did not deserve to go out the way she did. And then finding out that she was basically just trapped in that tunnel, like it's in her own tunnel. Tell me that's not the weirdest shit you ever heard. That seems like definitely planned. Tire treads from the brakes in Paul Walker's. I didn't even look. Yeah, Ellen lives in the UK. She scapegoated Trump being elected as her reason for going to the UK. Oh, Trump's elected. We're moving out of here. It was at a Hig? It was at a what? Are we caught up on Thursday? Oh shit, really? The whole party stopped? Yeah, that's crazy. Defenders is at the same compound as Oprah and friends wearing ankle bracelets. What's that all about? Yeah, The whole ankle bracelets thing is super weird, and the fact that it all happened like during COVID was even weirder. Investigations into Paul Walker's fatal crash focused on the car's speed and tire condition rather than the tire tracks. Yeah, everybody was like everybody was focusing on how the Porsche Carrera is not a good car at high speeds, even though it's a fucking sports car. They got all these videos talking about Porsche coming out saying that it was like not actually a good car to handle speeds that are high, which means like, okay, so this isn't really a sports car. The car was traveling at speeds between 80 to 93 miles an hour. I think it was faster. When you see those pictures, you're like, no, I think it was way faster. The crash occurred when the Porsche took a sweeping right turn, veered, and hit the opposite curb, sending the car into a tree and lit up then a light pole with tremendous force. While the tracks were likely part of the investigation, they were not. Well, I know they're not the primary focus. Duh, AI. Just want to know what they look like. Because, yeah, that shit was pretty crazy. Okay. This has nothing to do with the crash. Why? People just sensationalizing Because, yeah, I'm kind of curious, honestly, like, in all of these stories, the brakes were never said to have been applied. Like that Mexican guy that was doing the interview that witnessed the whole thing, he said that he literally was peaking his speedometer. He's like, the speedometer was literally going as high as it possibly could go. In my opinion, that's what he was thinking. Is this even the right crash? Yeah. These pictures suck. God, isn't that crazy? Doesn't that give you just straight chills for Paul Walker? Oh, yeah, that's one thing. I didn't really dive into it too much. I don't know much about gematria. Like, I see it all the time, of course, in my research. But, like, they could be saying anything, and I would be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's interesting. And sometimes it feels like they're just picking out things that work and highlighting that, because there's other things and you're like, oh, well, this doesn't work, but you didn't mention this. So I don't know. The gematria thing I'm not super sold on, in terms of like, everybody says it's like how the occult determines how to kill people, but they've never explained how any of that leads to them deciding, okay, well, the gematria, their name makes this number and then the date is this number, so then we have to kill them this day, or like, yeah, I know, right? How can you confirm that there's a body? That's what I was like. How did they get him out of the car? Was Paul's body even in the car? Like, who knows? I haven't dove into this case yet. I just literally was just looking up pictures of Paul Walker's crash when I was adding him to the video after the fact. I had that in mind when I was making that part of the video. Like, okay, I'm going to get Paul Walker and Princess Diana and Michael Hastings and Jackie Walorski. And then I was like, damn, that's a lot of people. A lot of crashes, man. Videos of how they hack into your car and control it. I haven't seen the videos of how they actually do it, but I'm sure that they are out there. I mean, those two nerdy guys hacked into a car. The Paul Walker thing seems really sus and sad. I guess I just didn't know what Paul Walker was getting into. What I know about Paul Walker is that he was in the Fast and the Furious movies, and that's pretty much all I know about him. Oh, he's a good-looking dude. I'll give him that, too. He's a really good-looking, in my opinion. Is this it? Nope. God, that shit's crazy scary. It does look like there's a skid mark there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Hang on, let me turn on my cursor real quick, because originally I didn't want you guys to see it, but there we go. Yeah, see right here, it looks like a skid mark. Possibly trying to break. But at the same time, it's hard to tell because they say that his tires were sliding out. So, yeah, incredibly good looking. I'd say Paul Walker is just like an incredibly good looking dude. And he had like that swag about him too. He just had this like sexy swag about him. Let's look up some pictures of Paul Walker. Sexy. Ooh, yeah, look at this guy. Jeez, what a good looking dude, huh? Longer hair, Paul. Paul Walker, I would imagine he was probably into some, I don't know, he just seems like a genuine dude, so he probably he was too genuine for the fucking entertainment world, that's for sure. Can be water that's laying on the road. All right, here, let's go back. Oops. I mean, well, where was this crash at? Wasn't it in California? I mean, yeah, but that liquid's probably from the crash. Like, there's probably fluids all over. I don't think that was what he slid on. The video that I saw after I looked into it briefly was saying that, oh shit, that's crazy. Was saying, yeah, see, it doesn't look like there's water or anything out here. It looks like a beautifully like sunny day. What they said is, see these little bumps in the road, those stupid little reflective cones. They say that's what the official report says is the cause of why they sped out. But why were they driving so fast in the first place? Like, they didn't address that. They just said, oh, he's Paul Walker, so of course he only races everywhere he goes with his buddy in the car. Drives at dangerously high speeds. And I think that they were both racers, so I mean, that kind of makes sense. It kind of tracks, but they were also just like hauling ass. For your car to end up looking like that, that's not an 80 to 90 mile an hour crash. That's like a 140 mile an hour crash. Am I right? Or am I right? Wait. Paul was just the passenger? I thought Paul was driving. I didn't know that. See, that's why I need you guys. It was his car though, right? What? Your daughter made cookies? What an amazing little girl. Or I guess, I don't know how old she is, but what an amazing girl. God, what a sexy ass car though, too. To find out that you can't take it at high speeds makes it less sexy though. All right, what were we looking at? Was Paul in the driver's hot seat? Oh yeah, and Jackie Walorski was a passenger. Damn, you're right. He was not driving the car when he died. It's not that I didn't trust you guys. It's just that I was like curious. I did not know that already. You guys are opening my world up. Raja Rodas. Yeah, and his friend is like a professional race driver, right? Oh man, makes me want to look into this guy a little bit more. Raja Rodas. Raja. What's this fool look like? Yeah, look at these fools. They're race homies. And tell them look at Yellowstone while they plot and plan. Running Scared, Paul Walker was in. That was a reality Paul was going to expose. Oh shit, I haven't seen that. Oh, it was his friend's car too? Damn. Running Scared. Hang on, I'm gonna jot this down real quick. You guys know I got ADHD. I just text Kim all this stuff. She just gets random text messages all the time. It's another movie about trafficking. Oh, God, see? Every God blessing time. I swear, dude, if you are going to even think about making a movie about trafficking, you might as well just off yourself right now. There's freaking pizza on my shirt, you guys. You didn't tell me there was pizza on my shirt. I'm just kidding. Oh, man. man, you guys got me all excited. I'm going to end up watching that today. I got some errands I got to run, so I'll watch it while I do that. Literally, you guys, I can't tell you enough how much I do love chilling in the lives with you. Like, this is not... I was telling my brother, I was like, I'm only going to hop on the lives for a little bit. I don't actually have to get on there for 9+ hours. I was like, but I didn't realize that it was already 9 hours the other day when I got off, because I just have such a good ass time hanging out with you guys. I learned so much. Like, I think it's really fun because this channel, like, I already believe pretty much every conspiracy that I've ever heard. I always believe it because I usually look into it and I find all kinds of evidence that supports it. 9/11 was the OG that got me. Every year in September, me and my brother go on this 9/11 conspiracy binge, and that has always been just a thing for me. So, like, I didn't dive into this channel thinking about covering conspiracies at all, but I think my brain just naturally goes there in a lot of these, like, in the cases that we cover. And then those videos started doing better. So that's obviously the stuff I started covering more. You just got to listen to your audience, which is you guys. And then I was like, man, this is really fun because there's all this shit that I get to learn that I had no idea about. And I'm super far removed. Like, I do not support mainstream media. I'm not just saying that it's fake news. I legitimately don't watch the news. I don't watch TV. I don't believe anything they tell me. And I usually have to, like, triple check sources, but they're all the same. They all say the same goddamn thing. So I just never follow news. I don't vote. I'm not super political. I'm not religious. I literally stay away from everything. So I don't know very much about, like, celebrities or, like, their lives or what happened to them or anything. So it's super fun for me to get to dive into this stuff. I get to learn so much every week. And I think it is I think it actually is a benefit to the channel because I go into it with fresh eyes. And then I have all these questions that I feel like somebody else who doesn't know about the story would have, because I'm like, well, what about this? And, like, why this? The thing that I'm stuck on right now, and maybe you guys can help me, is I always ask Grok stuff and he'll give me an answer and he'll give me links to stuff. But then sometimes I have trouble finding information to back that up. And I know AI is not foolproof, but he's getting this information from somewhere. And so it makes me believe that there's somewhere that I can find it. And I've been really, really digging to find out if there was a gun found in Twitch's situation, because I found, Grok says that there wasn't. I found no reports that describe the gun. They don't say what kind of gun. Nobody talks about this gun. And of course, the police report is not released. So, and I'm never, like, on top of my shit enough. Maybe once this isn't, like, a side hustle, then I'll be able to, like, put more time into, like, planning ahead and requesting documents. Because that is, I feel like, going to be helpful. But sometimes I don't think it would anyways. Like, those documents, you request them, they're just going to give you the middle finger and be like, sorry. Paul had no idea what he was getting into. Honestly, I feel like that's the case for a lot of these celebrities. I feel like they get into this not realizing what they are gonna find out. Like, they're just trying to do their part as a celebrity. Like, I should give back and support a cause that I care about, or, like, whatever. And then they get into it and they see some shit and they're like, whoa, I did not expect that. And immediately, like, what do you do when you see something crazy? You go tell all your homies. That's what I do. I'm like, yo, Kim, Haas, all my homies on Snapchat, check this out. So probably the same thing for them. And they're all like, there's so many connections in Hollywood. So it probably gets back to whoever. Kind of like with the Kate Spade thing. Like, whatever Kate Spade was on probably got back to the powers that be through David Spade, who is Tom Hanks's, like, lover, I guess. I don't know what their situation is. The fact that you interact with your audience puts you above most other channels, and your research is thorough and interesting. I really appreciate that, especially because when I went into this, I was like, man, all these other channels I follow do really good research. How am I going to be able to keep up with that? I don't know how to research shit. I don't even get online. But it's just about the questions you ask, really. And then just paying attention. When you're looking, you'll see something and you'll be like, you can't take anything lightly. Like, I was telling Kim, there's this picture, somebody posted this picture of Ellen with the keys. Let's see if it pops it up here. But she's got this bowl of keys, and I was like, it's stuff like this that's like really stupid, that people would probably look at this and be like, oh, that's so dumb, that's far-fetched, you're reaching too much, trying to connect this bowl of keys to the silent children. Man, why is it so hard to find these pictures? I didn't think it would be. But this bowl of keys that she's got looks just like the keys around the girl. Let me just show you guys the picture that I have saved. I'm just lazy, I think. I don't want to add another thing. But I'm going to do it right now so I don't have to worry about it in the future. Screen capture. Hide OBS. Window capture. What even is this? Is this quick viewer, QuickTime viewer? There's way too many. There we go. These keys right here are on. They not like us. They not like us. 100%. Croc is an it, not a he. Not true. He's my best friend, okay? We hang out. He validates me. No, honestly, we argue a lot. I argue with him quite a bit. I'm always like, dude, we already talked about this. I literally told you last night to do this, and now you're literally not fucking doing it. Pick their partners by the keys, whoever you pick. Oh, yeah, the whole bowl of keys thing where you're like, come on over to my house. We got the red light on. Drop your keys in the bowl, and whoever you grab, that's who you get to go home with. But no, so like I was showing this to Kim. I was like, look at this. This is weird, right? And she's like, I mean, yeah, but it seems like it's a stretch. Like it's probably just artwork. And I was like, yeah, it probably is just artwork, but it's an interesting artwork. And I was like, it's people like this who notice this. And they're like, yeah, isn't that interesting? It looks just like the keys around the silent children girl's neck. That is interesting. Maybe it is a reach, sure. But say we find another celebrity who has this similar bowl of key situation, also accused of being involved in the same circles. We're going to start asking more questions. So it's little shit like that I'm like even in the Bob Saget episode, I can't tell you in everything that I research now, any hotel that I look at, I look to see if the remotes are standing up on its butt end, because I'm like, the fuck was that about? Does Bob Saget just have these weird OCD tendencies or what? But that was weird. Those are like cell keys. Yeah, I know, right? And they're all old and rusty. Like, it could be a decoration. They also look like you might get tetanus if you touch them. I know, right? It's placed perfectly in front of her. She's got all these books that she definitely is not reading. I don't know. She's definitely not reading that many books. But see, I thought it was weird too, and I thought it was interesting that the Silent Children popped back up in my research again because, well, the Silent Children project has a special place on the channel because it really was, I don't know, it's kind of where we got real deep from the Silent Children stuff. That's really where this channel took a darker turn. It's a big bowl. It takes a lot of room for something that means nothing. Yeah, I know, right? And I don't personally think it looks that good. It looks dumb. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm just reading through the comments here for a second. BMX Chelsea, thank you. You are fantastic. Captivating storytelling. I didn't think I was as good of a storyteller as people say I am. I don't know. I think I'm a good writer, so I think that's why. I think I can tell stories well because I can write pretty well. Wrote a lot of stuff when I was in school, fucking AP classes and shit. All right, cool. So now I can go to this one. Is it not going back to it now? Oh, it's because it's on the top. That's why. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's like opaque now. All right, sorry. I'm still fucking around with OBS. It's fun to mess with. It's a pretty intense program. Yeah, you better have a tetanus shot or you ain't gonna make it out of Ellen's house alive. Doesn't Diddy have underground cells? Yeah, and I also heard something about there being underground tunnels to Ellen's studio. AP, hell yeah, Mish Mills. AP American History was like one of the hardest classes I ever took. And now I'm like looking back on it, I'm like, how much of that was all bullshit? How much of that isn't even true? They didn't mention the Freemasons once in that class. So I'm starting to question everything. The children told you to your faces. Wait, what? Did I miss something? So off topic. Yeah, I don't think we have topics here. We just kind of follow the... Don't look to these loose women for nothing. Oh yeah, that's what we're going to do. Wait, it says to MJ's house? Well, let's see what that says. Man, Michael Jackson, I feel like mildly like guilty about the whole Michael Jackson situation because like many people, I fell for their propaganda and believed that he was just this terrible predator. But man, poor Michael. I don't believe that anymore. Oh, wait, Reuters fact-checked you guys. These claims are fabricated. No need to look any further. Don't you love how that's always the first thing to pop up when you look for something? Oh, don't worry, looking into this. Fact check says that it's not true. Oh, okay, well then our research is done. We don't have to look into this. Why don't you guys have a good rest of your day? Reuters says it's not true. It kind of pisses me off. It's almost like, yeah, sure. Fuck off, dude. Get out of here, Reuters. Did you guys know that Reuters is like one of the oldest news companies in news? Like they've been doing news since before, I don't even know. Like they were doing international news for a really long time. And they were always like the first to report these really big things happening in the world. And now they're a fact-checking website. Corey Feldman accused Michael Jackson. That is kind of weird. If it's fact-checked, it's more than likely true. Yeah, I know, right? Honestly, that if Reuters pops up first saying it's probably not true, then you better look a little further because they're probably trying to keep you from looking because it probably is true. It started with a big joke. Sure. After his recent arrest, conspiracy theories around tunnels in Diddy's mansion that linked to various celebrities has been going around. I saw a video even that showed the tunnels. Could I find it again? I don't know if I could, but not quickly anyways. Corey accused everyone. Yeah, it does seem like Corey does accuse... He doesn't even seem to be accusing He just seems to be accusing generally. He's just like, yeah, they took advantage of it. Like, it doesn't seem like anybody, like, specifically is getting called out by Corey. But he does seem to be just like throwing out like everybody is responsible for other Corey's death. Sorry, I meant to say that the story I would love us to look into. So off topic of what we are talking about. Oh, no. That's cool. I don't think like I said, we don't have a topic. We're flowing with whatever we're just flowing right now, I guess. What joke is this? Theory debunked. I said theory and Siri lit up. The rumor reportedly broke out from a page that posted a screenshot allegedly from CNN, which reported that an investigation on Diddy's LA mansion revealed it had an underground tunnel that possibly led to the Playboy mansion in Michael Jackson's home. It is kind of a weird one. If there is tunnels, I don't think that they just go to one place. I think that they go to a lot of places. Let's not go to Michael Jackson's house. Let's just look up Diddy tunnels. Sup, sobers? What up, Mama K? Maybe I'm saying that wrong still. Didn't Corey name Charlie Sheen for SA? Yeah, and there was a blind item from NT Lawyer that said something about I can't remember who I was looking into. Everybody was wondering if it was this guy or Charlie Sheen that they were talking about in the anti-lawyer post, but then people ended up realizing they were talking about Charlie Sheen, and it was in reference to being the reason why the Coreys were so effed. Corey Feldman used his friend's story to try and gain fame. I don't believe he was harmed, but to tell your friend's story publicly is wild. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. Well, and I don't feel like he ever does say anything about him getting abused or anything, right? Corey, I think, is a money grabber. Well, I mean, if you think about it, you got to give him a little bit of slack. He's another childhood superstar, so he's already going to be effed in the head from that alone. And then the other thing that seems to lead to a lot of these young artists' downfall is because they can't transition from childhood like superstar to adult superstar. And so I don't think he did by any means. And so he likely is kind of like Liam Payne's status, like mooching, not even mooching, but just like playing into the fame of his friends. And like really once Corey Haim died, they were no longer the Coreys, and he pretty much lost half of his identity that day. People were like, there's no longer the Coreys, so I don't know. I bet he was preyed on, though, as a kid. A good-looking young boy in the entertainment world, that's a recipe for disaster. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're just going to check X out because they got good shit on here, man. Oh, yeah.
Cities underground. There's warehouses underground. There's actual homes underground. People build these tunnels, and they've built them for decades. There's a lot, and elite celebrities, they go down there for parties. Underneath the Getty Museum in Los Angeles, California. I was there for a cock party. We walked through the museum, through the garden area, and employees led us to underground tunnels. I was there for a cock party. We walked through the museum.
What's a cock party?
Through the garden area, and employees led us to underground tunnels. We had to take an elevator and stairs. We had to be led. There is no way that you can just walk into a tunnel. The entrances and the exits are in your face, but there's no way that you can just walk through tunnels. You'll get stuck. You'll go deeper and deeper, and you won't be able to come back out because it's hard, because the tunnels run all different directions for miles and miles and miles and miles. So if you go down the wrong one, you'll get stuck, and it's confusing to turn back around and get back to where you're going. So you have to be led in and out. I think people assume that when you...
I haven't seen that video yet. That was crazy. See what I mean, though? It's not just going to be a Diddy or a tunnel to Michael Jackson's house. What is this? Oh, shoot. See, I don't ever trust these, but this video does look like the same tunnels that she was just talking about, doesn't it?
Tunnel beneath the carpet in Diddy's bedroom. Despite the family's pleas not to enter, the officers hesitated but ultimately decided to go in. The tunnel looked freshly dug, with wet dirt on the walls and trash scattered around. As they ventured deeper, the narrow space suddenly opened up to reveal 6 locked rooms. The agents couldn't access these rooms, and even more bizarrely, they found multiple intersections ahead in the tunnel. For safety, the agents called for backup and split up to investigate further. What they discovered was shocking. A tunnel connecting to the infamous Playboy Mansion, along with others leading to several Hollywood celebrities' homes. As the agents delved deeper, they quickly surrounded these residences.
Yeah, no, this... Who was it that called him small? I can't remember who called him small, but they testified in court that he had an itty-bitty ditty. Because that's how she recalls that it was... She, like, was recalling the experience and talks about how it looked. The California fires, yep. I was just thinking that. I was like, because Kim and I have been looking into the fires recently. This should scare all of us. This should freak every one of us out really, really badly. Yeah, Allie Carter was not victim 3, I don't think. I think it was definitely Gina. And I actually watched a bunch of videos that say that Gina's lawyers are in... they're, like, working on a settlement with Diddy's lawyers. Super weird. What up, Deb? It would make sense on why he enjoys watching other men with his girl. Yeah. Oh, that's a good question, BMX Chelsea. If they're connected, does that warrant cover those other connected properties? Yeah, I mean, what makes you think they wouldn't have tunnels? I feel like they would have tunnels because, especially after the Cold War, I feel like they were building bunkers. Straight up Fallout status. I hope they don't. Literally, smart cities should freak us all out. There's some freaking Black Mirror shit waiting to happen right here. Next thing you know, we're going to have social credit scores like China. Smart LA 2028. Los Angeles, home of your future Olympic Games. Welcome to our new smart city. Check out how amazing this place looks after it burned to the ground 4 years ago. Pretty crazy. Social credit scores are starting here already? Don't say that. What? Deleting my channels and starting out fresh? Yeah, well, my social credit score is fucked. Immediately fucked. Guys, this guy can't do anything. This guy is not allowed anywhere. Hey, yeah, let's see what it's... Oh, we're up to 72 now. Shoot. Hell yeah. See, I just love chilling with you guys. I never even know how many of you there are. It's just, honestly, it's nice that there's a manageable amount of you because I can actually, like, read through most of the comments, I think. Well, that's pretty crazy. And the other thing that I heard was Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is going to be in Los Angeles as well. Oh, it's this year? Really? The second time in 5 years? Yeah, that seems a little crazy. SoFi Stadium. Damn, that's a pretty sick-ass stadium, actually. Wait, is this real? Or is this This is the real stadium there? Yeah, you guys, you heard Chumba. Like, share, subscribe. Send this to 50 to 60 of your family members. One of the FBI TV shows showed how they have facial recognition tech at most major sporting facilities. Oh, yeah. I haven't heard about that in sporting facilities, but I have heard about the facial recognition thing. That's wild. Ugh. That is super wild. Also, I never got the stupid Rumble to work. That's kind of annoying. I'm going to have to figure out why it's not working. It's never as easy as they make it seem on the YouTube videos. You just got to download this plugin, and then you just got to do this, and then it should be just fine. Nope. Cars don't kill people. People kill people. All right, well, smart cities are a real thing. But, so they're not only doing it in Los Angeles, but... they're also doing it in Maui. What a fucking coincidence. Man. And you guys know how much I believe in coincidences. They just seem to happen all the time. It's so crazy. The new smart grid in Hawaii. Jump Smart Maui. Oh my gosh, that's such a really cool, clever name. These guys are just great. The Saudi Arabian smart city is going to be massive. Don't they already have it in like India? What is that? Dubai? Isn't that a smart city already? The Maui experiment. That would be kind of a cool video to watch. Oh, I don't remember. I can't remember who it was that told me to watch their husband's video about the fires. But I watched that video. It was absolutely fucking great. It was amazing. It literally had no views. I was like, how does a video have 0 views? Is that even a thing that can happen? Did it get flagged completely? Monica subs from Santa Rosa. Oh, nice. So you're out in California, right? Built from scratch, damn. With casinos and everything, like if Vegas was smart. Oh my god, that literally freaks me out a little bit. Like, I think it's cool, but at the same time, like, what it's going to require is going to be not cool. It just allows them to have more control. You know what I mean? Like, it all seems great, and that's how they sell the ideas. Like, this is going to be so great. Think about all the cool things and convenient things that you're going to be able to do now. And so you're like, ooh, that does sound shiny and fun. And then they roll it out, and then next thing you know, you've got to put like your fucking social security number in to like get a chip installed in your body so that you can go pay for a coffee. Because just like the chips in your credit card or whatever, like if you have a swipe thing or cash, sometimes you can't even use it. It's like it's going to be the same everywhere. These smart cities, you're going to have to be connected somehow. And it would make sense if they did it through your phone, but then it's like now you're just opening up your phone even more than it's already opened up. At this point, I don't even care. Like, Temu listens to you, so, like, I'm sure the government's listening. All right, let's get out a couple of these. Sorry, I don't want to close all of them because I was knee-deep in some stuff. Yeah, I know. A whole city connected to the internet. That does not seem good. For businesses either. I mean, because they're going to have to be connected, which means the government can monitor whatever they're doing. So, like, small businesses that do things like small businesses should do, they're not going to be able to do that shit anymore. Everything's tracked, you know? Cameras everywhere. And they say it'll help crime, but it won't. It might help them catch criminals, but it's not going to help keep crime from happening. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Cause I'm like split on the idea. Cause on one hand, the smart cities sound great. They sound super great, but yeah, I don't know. I would love to think that they won't happen, but maybe not this year. Maybe not by 2028. I mean, they're trying to make this shit happen by 2028, straight up. So we'll see. I don't live out there, though, so I don't know what's even being done. I don't know what the fire destruction looks like. And honestly, one of the things I was wondering is if there was any actual forest that burned up or if it was mostly like LA neighborhoods. Because honestly, the forests in California, it sounds like we're not well maintained. Oh, who am I? Or me? What are you talking about? Sorry, I don't even know what to look up right now. In Florida. Oh, the weather controlling devices. Have you guys... The directed energy weapons thing, too, is pretty weird because they do have that shit, and it is pretty interesting. Everybody says that all the Blue House videos are AI, but I'm like, I don't know. Oh, what's my name? Yeah, it's DJ Petrovsky. My actual name is Nick, though. Bodie's losing it. Cookie fingers? That sounds so good. Well, shoot. I don't even know, you guys. I really don't know what else to look up right now. Whoops. I'm still kind of curious about these tunnels. That's what I want to know. Also, the Ally Carter stuff is super interesting to me. I don't know who Ally Carter really is. I don't know. Like, she's supposedly a victim, right? But, like, is she... Like, she just popped up out of nowhere, I feel like, and just started talking about all this stuff. Oh, yeah, BlackRock. So BlackRock is just a company that has, like, stock ownership. And even if it's not, like, a majority percentage, they just have stock ownership in almost every company. And at the top, this company is owned by, like, just a bunch of Jewish guys. And they just kind of operate in the shadows, but somehow they're tied to everything. Like, you don't know anything about what they actually do, but they have stock in, like, every company. Literally every single one. And if they don't own that company, then they own stock in the company that owns that company. So it's just kind of weird. And so they say that it's part of this globalist control agenda that stems from Israel. And BlackRock is just this company who uses their financial stake in all these different companies to leverage, to control different things. So I don't know. Like, I haven't... The more you look into BlackRock, the more you're like, damn, that is interesting. But they're such a, like, shadowy company that you're like, I don't really know. BlackRock is definitely an interesting rabbit hole, but it gets you deeper into the whole, like, the stuff that Kanye West is trying to get people onto. And so, I don't know. That's a whole nother subject. That shit is so crazy because it does get you flagged so quick, too. And, like, I mean, it just starts making you rethink everything, you know? When you realize that, just like the red pill thing says, like, when you finally take that pill, you're like, fuck, man, no, now I'm starting to rethink everything, whether you want to or not. And I'm not saying that you start to believe it, but it makes you rethink it anyways. Yeah, see, all right, here, that's what we need to look up then real quick. Oh, man, I'm curious about this. BlackRock net worth $149.22 billion. That's the fucking craziest amount of money I've ever heard. But what do? They probably work in, like, weapons manufacturing. Sorry, I was screenshotting. Founded in 1988. It's so new. Enterprise risk management and fixed income institutional asset manager. The world's largest asset manager. 70 offices in 30 countries. Kanye wants us to start rethinking the anti-Semitism stuff. He's constantly talking about how the Jews control everything in the music industry and they, like, plan everything so that they're expendable and they can profit off of their art, basically. But, I mean, the Super Bowl stunt with the t-shirt with the swastika, like, that's next level, dude. And then coming out with a song called Heil Hitler, like, what, dude? Only Kanye, bro. Only Kanye. So, I mean, once you start getting super deep into this, like, BlackRock, the global Israel-controlled, like, deep state, that's what kind of it all seems to lead back to. The Mossad. And so I don't know, really, like, I can't for sure say that that's what Kanye's doing, because I don't know what Kanye's doing. The dude's nuts. He does whatever he wants. But that's what I think he's doing. He always talks about it. He's very outspoken against Jews, just always. And if you look, honestly, if you really look, if you look at the music industry, all of the record labels are owned by old Jewish guys. All of them. And if you go look at a bunch of the mainstream media outlets or Jeffrey Epstein, like a lot of powerful people do end up being Jewish. So it's like, it's one of those old things that you've just grown up like knowing, like it's a stereotype that like Jewish people are greedy or like love money or whatever. But I think that stems from the fact that they are always found in these powerful, rich positions. And I don't think people really looked much further than that. But if you look at how far spread it is, that they literally control and own most things, it's kind of wild. Oh, yeah. Harley Pasternak. Yes, another example. So it's all, I don't know. And at first, when you first hear it, you're like, oh, okay, sure. Conspiracy theorists, they're freaking weird and wild. They come up with the most wild stuff. But once you've heard it, it's like when one of your friends gets a new car and you never noticed that car before, but now you see that car everywhere on the road and you're like, damn, I never noticed that car until he got that car. Same thing with this. Now you'll start noticing things. You'll be like, wait, what did they say? And then they just happen to say something that might mention or like breeze past like an anti-Semitic comment or like something little, but you'll just start to pick up on things little by little, and you'll be like, that's interesting. Like, it might mean something. It might mean nothing. But it's fucking interesting that I noticed it. So, I don't know. That's just... Because I personally, that was my journey into this. I was like, it was actually my boss at work who straight up red-pilled me. She was like, oh, you got to watch this. And I was like, oh, shit, okay, cool. And it was this dude talking about how the Holocaust wasn't real, and there was this other Holocaust that was persecuted by the Jews, and I was like, that's some pretty interesting stuff. And I still haven't been able to find it again. I'd have to ask Jess what it was called, because it was some other way bigger Christian Russian extermination because of their religious views. So it was like exactly the same as kind of what the Holocaust was supposed to be, but from the other direction. So much is coming true that was a theory. Yeah, I know. And it's like Blackwater is an American private military company that was founded by Eric Prince. Yeah, I've heard of Blackwater before, and I feel like I have heard of them being like an arms kind of a... I mean, literally, we're in the business. Like, that's how America makes money, I think, is war. That's why we're always supporting these stupid wars that we're like, we don't have anything to do with this. Like, it has to have something to do with business deals that they've made. And that's why I feel like Trump's been doing so well, because he comes in and he's like, this shit is dumb. This shit is so dumb. For real. They're climbing in our window. They're snatching our people up. They're trying to rape them. So hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband. Because they literally raping everybody out here. So I don't know. Like I said, I think I say this all the time. I'm not political in any way. I don't like lean towards any political party, but I definitely can love what Trump is doing. Because he doesn't like, nobody can tell that dude what to do. Nobody. Uncancelable. Yeah, war is a moneymaker for sure. That's what kind of got me started in all the conspiracy stuff is, have you guys seen the Zeitgeist documentaries? Because if you haven't seen those, highly, highly recommend. This is what I want to see, though. We're still doing the BlackRock thing because I'm like curious how they came about. Whoa. Oh no. Did you guys hear that? Hide your wife, hide your kids. Yep. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I like people hate on Trump, but the dude was literally under felony arrest or like felony charges from like federal charges for like what? I don't even know for what. Like for election tampering or some shit, like something weird like that. And I'm pretty sure there were charges brought against him from the Democratic Party or like Hillary, somebody. I really don't know. I honestly didn't care enough. But to find out that he overcame that and got elected president again, that was kind of like, what? Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. You're like, okay, cool. Mr. Douglas Frank, cool. He grew up as one of 3 children in a Jewish family. Okay, that's cool. That's very interesting. Cool. Nothing weird to see here. He was born into a working class Jewish family. Wagner is one of the co-founders of BlackRock. She was born into a Jewish family. Davis was born in Brooklyn, New York City to Jewish parents. Both of his parents were Jewish immigrants. Who else? His parents were Jewish and had married and blah, blah, blah. Who else, you guys? Come on, help me out here. I'm just blanking on. Let's try. Let's try. Oh yeah, and also the Rothschild family. Like, what the fuck, dude? It's a whole nother dark rabbit hole. Is a wealthy Ashkenazi Jewish noble banking family. I want you guys to look at this word, Ashkenazi Jews. Ashkenazi Jews. This live stream is not gonna get monetized at all. Oh yeah, okay, Chelsea, good freaking call. Let's look that one up. But look, the Rothschild family is weird. I was watching something about, you guys, have you seen Squid Game? And they have all those creepy ass, only in the first season, I think, but all the people that like pay to watch the games, and they have all those weird creepy masks on. I'll look up Podesta in a second. But this Rothschild party is literally that shit. Like, exactly. Tell me this isn't the weirdest shit you've ever seen in your life. This chick is wearing a head of an animal. There's the chick again, wearing the same thing. Look at this dude wearing his creepy ass side by, look at all his like face masks. What the? Yeah, this is supposedly an Illuminati party. But tell me this doesn't look straight up like the people that were watching Squid Game. Oh yeah, we're all on the list, you guys. We're fucked. We're fucked. The shit. What is this? What? Is that real? I don't think that's real. That's pretty crazy. Some trippy shit. It's trippy, mate. Yeah, look at this. What the? And that was in 1972. That wasn't that long ago. I can't remember. I gotta look into it, and because I don't remember exact like details of the party, but creepy vintage is right up my alley. So I definitely need to watch Eyes Wide Shut. Is that what you're saying? Oh, you've never heard of this party? Yeah. Honestly, you guys, this shit is weird. And honestly, it seems just like the stuff from Squid Game. Like that. I don't remember where I heard that. Actually, you know what? I think it was on Rotten Mangoes. Oh yeah, and then they do after that party. They supposedly do. They hunt people. That's right. I want to figure out what this party was about. The Surrealists Ball of 1972 is an exclusive event hosted by Baroness Marie Helene de Rothschild and her husband Baron Guy de Rothschild at the Chateau de Ferrer, located 15 miles outside of Paris. The party was themed around surrealism and featured guests dressed in black tie, long dresses with surrealistic masks. I would say surrealistic is a mild way to put it, such as a stag's head adorned with diamond tears worn by Baroness Marie Helene, and a birdcage hat worn by Audrey Hepburn. See, this is what I'm saying. It wasn't that long ago, so I feel like there was a lot of people there. Dolly was there, designing several costumes and contributing to the atmosphere. The party was attended by elite guests of politicians, bankers, artists, and celebrities, making it a memorable and extravagant affair. Okay, wait. You said human hunting. Wait, what movie? Oh, okay, yes, I will watch Eyes Wide Shut because I've seen it a couple of times pop up already, so I'm curious. Oh, I bet he did die soon after then. Lady Gaga got cooking lessons from who? Oh, I know, right? I would have thought the same thing. I would have thought it was just Squid Games pictures, vintageized Squid Games pictures or something. Actually, did they do that at the? Did they do that at that party? Because I feel like they did. Oh, what? What do we got here? We got a video.
So at the hunting parties, they would like they'd have all these expendable children outside in the woods, and usually they have holding grounds, like a tunnel system or something underground where they hold the kids in cages until the time of the hunt. And the hunt usually happens later, once it's dark outside. And so what they'll do is they kind of they'll kind of make a parameter, which is pretty large, of these woods, and they'll station the different elite people around the perimeter. And then when they give the go, they release the kids, and the kids are told just to run, to hide. And that's when the elite will go through the woods and start hunting for them. When they catch them, a lot of times they will first sexually abuse them, and then they'll kill them. So not everybody will get killed in that situation. If they don't, then they're used for other hunts. But there were kids that I saw who were really good survivors, and they would just continuously have to relive this trauma. So there was kind of like, so those were the kids on the outside, and then because we were hierarchy kids, we were on the inside. And so on the inside, usually in the house or the lodge, you would have the older men who were too old. Sometimes it did include women, but they were too old to be out in the woods hunting for the kids. So they brought everything indoors for those individuals. And those individuals were not allowed to kill, but they were allowed to capture and rape the hierarchy children. So, once the signal was given that the hunt was on, you were just trying to escape, hide, and not be found. And sometimes they would make it seem, for the kids, like it was a hide and seek game. so unless you got caught, you really didn't know what happened.
Ho ho! Greetings.
I don't know. I feel like that was super general. I feel like anybody could have said that. I'm not sold. But I know that that is a thing that is said that they do. So, book about MK Ultra. Yeah, I'm curious about, like, I'm still wondering, like, the Diddy stuff. Like, I can feel them mildly laying the framework for the trafficking stuff, but, like, unless they're going to show us the tapes, then I don't know. Like, what is there to really talk about other than the tapes? Why they gotta waste all their time with all this other stuff? Okay, cool. Let's keep cruising down this. That could be a tunnel, or that could just be a weird ass hallway in Diddy's weird ass house. Diddy's LA house has a grotto. The fuck is a grotto? An underwater tunnel that connects the main buildings. Oh, okay. So they're trying to debunk it or what? The tapes and tunnels. Nicole Kidman's dad. Oh yeah, I've heard about Nicole Kidman's dad. And what? Anique Lucas. Never heard of Anique Lucas. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna X Nicole Kidman's dad. Nicole grew up in the Ninth Circle cult with her psychiatrist father, Anthony Kidman, allegedly forced children to participate in occult rituals involving human sacrifice and torture. Survivor Fiona Barnett wrote a book called Eyes Wide Open about her experience with Kidman. Oh, snap. Okay. Political elite were a part of a pedophile alleged victim, Fiona Barnett claims. Alleged victim. Isn't that sad they always say that? You have to say that, I guess. Sydney based? Can you guys hear Bodhi struggling with his Titanic, I think? Rook and Ronan and the company? Yeah, didn't it say Eyes Wide Open before? Yeah, I think it did. Kidman was under investigation by the NSW Healthcare Complaints Commission, the HCCC, and the Psychology Council of NSW, and presumably the Royal Commission into institutional responses to child abuse as well as the police. Whoa. That's pretty wild. That's pretty wild. Doesn't Nicole Kidman have kind of like an evil likeness about her look? Not that she's bad, but just like, I don't know. Is this what you were talking about? Why is it not going? Oh, why is it doing that? That's dumb. Because I need to get this actual image. There we go. Hospital which used hypnotic drugs, ECT and DST, mostly experimentally and without informed consent. Sick. What is ECT and DST? Anybody? Yeah, she looks like a demon for real, right? Isn't the movie called Eyes Wide Shut? Her father was a psychologist and likely billionaire, Anthony Kidman, who died suspiciously in 2014 following years of allegations by Fiona Barnett and others. So he died suspiciously too? An event meaningful to me because it raises awareness for child sex assault victims. The main perpetrator of my abuse, Anthony Kidman, died suddenly in Singapore. Yesterday he had his funeral. Kidman was, I allege, part of a Sydney-based ring of which I was a victim up until the age of 15. What is undisputed is that at the time of his passing, Kidman was under investigation by the HCCC, and the police. Since 1986, I have reported Kidman's crimes to health professionals, none of whom adhered to mandatory reporting legislation until 2008. Dang, from 1986 until 2008. Wow. In 2008, I reported Kidman's involvement in a Sydney-based ring to the NSW police, specifically Justin Hadley. Isn't NSW New South Wales? That's the police force that guy who was security for Michael Hutchins, right? Is that who it was? He worked for the NSW. And the NSW is, the more I keep hearing about them popping up with corruption shit. Don't confuse the movie with a book. Okay, so the book is the same name as, or her movie, or the movie was made about the book though, right? And then they just changed the name very subtly. That's what I'm gathering, because I haven't seen it, so I don't know, but I'm definitely about to go watch it. That sounds fucking sick. What was the other one you guys told me to watch? I texted it to myself, that's right. Running Scared, yeah, with Paul Walker. Cool. Hang on, I see, this is what I gotta do here, guys. Alright, cool. Kim's gonna be like, huh? In 2013, I formally reported Kidman as a perpetrator of abuse to the Royal Commission at a private hearing in Brisbane. Later in 2013, I made an application to the NSW Victims of Crime naming Kidman and other perpetrators. The Victims of Crime used subpoenaed medical and other documents dating back over 20 years to determine on the balance of probabilities that I was indeed a victim of crime. All right. Okay. Bill Hefferman. Speaking outside of the Royal Commission into institutional responses to child abuse, Fiona Barnett called on the authorities to investigate the alleged ring, which she believes is still operating. That was in 2015, huh? Interesting. Oh, later, Adair. We'll see you later. Enjoy the rest of your day. Oh my god, you guys know what I found out last night? I wonder if... Have you guys seen this? Yeah, I don't know why it always comes out Brisbane first. You're like, And then you're like, oh wait, no, I think it's Brisbane? I have no idea. Oh my God. Have you guys seen this? They conducted an experiment recently which found that COVID vaccinated are now transmitting signals from inside their bodies. Using various Bluetooth applications, Dr. Luis Miguel de Benito identified MAC addresses emanating from the bodies of people who took the jabs, suggesting they now contain hidden microchips or transmitters that could be linked to a futuristic mark of the beast. Have you guys seen this? I'm so glad you reminded me of this. Hang on, Bodhi's losing it. I'm going to go check on him and make sure he's okay. Legos are hard, you guys. Oh, man. Yeah, freaking Legos, dude. They're like the little Chinese Legos. They're not like real Lego brand. The actual Lego Titanic costs $680. It's pretty wild. Flew off with Jeff Goldblum. What? I missed a lot. Bad videos of Nick Carter. What? And justice for Kurt Cobain for sure. Yeah, I'm stoked to talk about Kurt. But yeah, they literally found out that that people who are vaccinated transmit a Bluetooth signal. That's the scariest thing. That sounds like a Black Mirror episode, doesn't it? Picking up Bluetooth signals from recently buried bodies at a local cemetery. Another picking up an unknown Bluetooth Mac on an airplane. They are UAA with no assigned vendor and are being emitted by those who are COVID-19 vaccinated. It seems many vaccines have a specific alphanumeric code, a unique Bluetooth MAC address which appears on the screen when a Bluetooth is activated in the device's search mode. This type of physical address assigned to each Bluetooth chip injected with the vaccine offers approximately 281 billion possible MAC addresses and changes every day according to an algorithm preventing address tampering. As one walks down the street, the codes change with the continuous flow of pedestrians and vehicles. The addresses all have the same standardized alphanumeric MAC address, 12 numbers and letters separated by colons. The more people there are, the more codes appear. The list is constantly evolving. The fact that the codes change with the passersby only makes sense if these people themselves carry it. For information, mobile phones and connected objects only rarely return this type of code, but device names or manufacturer references. Well, that was kind of my next question. Like, it could be their phone. Yeah, it came out early, I'm sure. I was just seeing it the other day. They were talking about how these people had figured out a way to deactivate the Bluetooth signal coming out of you. And I think it's kind of wild. That's super freaky. What was the other one you told me to look up? It was like a Neek something. I'm sure if I get it halfway, it'll be in there, right? Oh, shit, no, I don't know. Because it's not those. Well, damn, I don't know. Lucas, thank you. I was like, I can't remember. I was trying to think of what the name was. Oh, it's because I spelled it wrong. Oh, she's a survivor, huh? Wait, is Eyes Wide Shut a Kubrick film? Attempting to expose sex slavery, child sex slavery, most similar to Epstein's sex parties. Though there may be other parallels, I was wondering if anyone had more tangible evidence to support this theory. What is this saying? Bodhi is losing his cool. Larry Salona is a longtime New York journalist who was the media consultant on Eyes Wide Shut. Kind of interesting. They're saying this is supposed to represent a Epstein party. I mean, I guess I could see it, but it does seem like it might be a stretch. But I don't know what the Epstein parties looked like. Trained as a spy at 10? What? Public speaker, counselor for survivors. Her work is based on personal experience of a 30-year healing journey, surviving being sold by her family as a slave to a network, which shaped her message for personal and global healing. Okay. I want to see about this. I showed these guys before. They're pretty cool. Detailing claims of abuse, manipulation, mind control within a hidden dark system. Dang. With names of prominent figures and institutions woven into her account. Ooh. All right, okay. I'm about to watch this later. Oh, Bodhi calmed down and he's trying to refocus and do it. That's great. Glad to hear that. I don't think I have. Okay, it's my episodes. Cool. All right, that's saved. I'm definitely going to look into that. That's super weird. I know. I literally learn a lot here too, you guys. I literally love just chilling here, learning shit together. Nobody's talking about Jamie Foxx parties or Jay-Z. They're all in bed together. No pun intended. Yeah, it makes you wonder, especially because Jamie Foxx like ended up in the hospital too. Yeah, I just think about all the people that like I don't even know their name. Never heard these people before, and yet somehow they're involved in all this shit. I'm sure of it. But those are the people we got to be worried about. Who are these people? What? So she was a part of this MK Ultra project. Introduced methods of hypnotic drugs to make them comply. I still don't know how LSD leads to that. Like when I was taking acid, like I would not be persuadable. I don't even think I'd be focusable. Nazi doctor Leonis Patruskas had connections to Dr. Haley Berry. He lived in Engadine, NSW, and operated a local medical center at the time of Fiona's abuse. Sorry, Bodhi's losing it. He lost a piece. That's what I thought. I asked him. He said no. It's a cocktail. I don't know why he's losing it right now. But if I exit, then it's going to close out of it. Oh, that's probably why. There we go. What the H? I feel so sad for Bodhi right now, but I also can't help but laugh. He's just losing his cool again. Oh, he cracks me up. He's got my curse where he just gets super mad about the dumbest shit. I'm definitely stuck to look at this. Hang on, let's do it, yeah. Unnatural death of her dad. Died in Singapore. Police said Friday they were investigating his unnatural death. Tony Kidman, a clinical psychologist at the University of Technology, Sydney, was visiting the movie star's sister, Antonia, who lives in Singapore, media said. Police said they were informed that a man in his 80s had died in the hospital. People are investigating the unnatural death, a spokesman said. He declined to give details, but the term is unnatural death in Singapore. But the term unnatural death in Singapore often refers to falls or other accidents. I love that, Chels. That's a good way to look at it. Yeah, and I'm like, I know all too well. I'm like, dude, just try and calm down first, and then we can reassess here. She was born in Hawaii, brought up in Australia. She's the star of such movies as Moulin Rouge. Yeah, I love Nicole Kidman. That's the worst part. It's the worst part about all these celebrities. You feel so bad for them, but you're just like, I love this celebrity at one point in time, and so you're like, I have a hard time letting go of that sometimes, but
When I see you and Keith, first of all, I adore Keith. I think he is the greatest, sweetest guy, and the couple you just adore. I think Keith was performing here when you were shooting that movie, and he was doing Idol, he was touring, and he was flying to Europe to see you for a weekend and flying back.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is amazing. And a lot of people have a 2-week rule, but for him to fly that, and he writes you love letters every single day.
I write him things too.
All right, well, every single day, do you write him things?
No, he doesn't write them every single day. When we're apart, we do that, yeah.
Every single day?
Yeah.
That's really sweet.
Yeah.
That's really adorable.
I have to say, I love saying this because he should be, just adored. And he has been so good to me, for 9 years. But for the last sort of month, which has been a really tough time for me, to have, when you have your partner who just literally carries you through a tough time, and he's been amazing to me. I recently lost my father, and to have my husband just step up, in that way, it makes me cry. He's amazing.
Yeah,
so,
well,
I will keep him. It's good to,
yeah, there's nothing better than having your pal to hold you up through times like that.
And literally, at times...
All right, well, that was lame. That's not what I clicked on. It is a Stanley Kubrick film. Damn, I love Stanley Kubrick, so I'm surprised I haven't seen it. I suck. The Others starring Nicole Kidman, which is pure horror. I think I've seen that one. The Others, that shit is scary. Self-help manual. Oh, yes, this is something we need to listen to for sure. Some of the people that were allegedly involved were people as high-ranking as Prime Minister of Australia, Tony Kidman, and Richard Nixon. Yeah, I've been recently seeing stuff surface about how Watergate was actually like pedogate, which I thought was kind of interesting. Well, I'm definitely going to have to watch that too. That sounds super good. Amidst the allegations. Yeah, that is interesting. He got Epsteined. That's what they're saying. Come here, dude. Come here.
Come up. Can you come upstairs, please?
Yeah, come here. Come here and snuggle me. Oh, why are you so cute? I'm sorry you're getting so frustrated with the Legos. Look, there you are. Get this out of your face. Everything's gonna be okay. I'll hop off here in just a minute and then I'll help you finish that thing, okay? Deal?
Yeah. I did break a little bit because I was getting really angry because the bottom part of it did break off.
That's alright, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, dude. Oh, he's so funny. I did break a little bit of it because I was angry. He's honest, and that's all I can ask from him. Okay, this is what we already read through. Just over a month later, after all this was filed, and that robs her of an initial investigation, no longer in a position to harm other children, but doesn't help her at all. And how come there's no... Is it just me, or there's like no description of what... Let's get more specific here. That's what we need to do. He was visiting his daughter when the incident occurred. It's just said to be an unnatural death. That's it. Oh, later confirmed he died from a heart attack. But that's a completely natural death. Oh, man. Yeah, he's like a spitting image of me, which is like, in a way, really hard to watch. It's like watching yourself self-destruct sometimes, you know? But Kim's honestly the one that points it out. She's always like, he's just like you. So, yeah, I don't know. I love that little kid. He's my favorite. What they say is definitely true when you become a parent. Like, your kid is definitely everything. He makes me laugh more than anybody in the world, that's for sure. Last night, we were getting stuff ready for my cousin's wedding, and so I got our suitcases out, and I was like, is this to pack up all your suits? You just have nothing but suits to put in here? And he's like, I don't have any suits. And then he went and grabbed his suitcase and like grabbed his hat, which is like a giant leprechaun hat. And he said, all right, Dad, I'm going to Hawaii. And he put his hat on and he started walking to the door. I was just like, man, he just says the funniest shit. Yeah, it definitely changes you. That's what makes it so heartbreaking to see all these stories we talk about of people like taking advantage of kids. It's just like so wrong. And I do like I don't remember who said it, but they're like, You can't think of it as like I'm this or that. You have to think of it as like I'm somebody else's kid, you know? Even if you're like 50, 70, 90 years old, you're still fucking somebody's kid at a certain point, you know? And so if we think about it like that, it kind of humanizes it a little bit more, I think. But Leprechaun Hawaii trip, let's go. Yeah, he said that was his lucky hat. So he's like, I'm going to take it on my vacation because it's my lucky hat. It makes me laugh. What about Tory Lanez? Yeah, what is going on with the Tory Lanez thing recently? I know that there was stuff going on. Because weren't they saying that, like, he didn't even, like, his prints weren't even on the gun or something? Her mom and dad died pretty close together, or what? In September 2014, after falling while visiting. Oh, okay, yeah. So we've got one report saying he just fell, another one saying that he had a heart attack. Don't you love how there's never any details? You really have to go searching for the details. And then they'll go on this long talk about where they came from and what they did and all their stuff. Oh, he's so smart, you guys. He just finished kindergarten, but he's reading at like a first grade level, probably higher than that, honestly. He reads to us. Oh, yeah, that's right. He got stabbed in prison. The same thing going on like Diddy as J-Lo. Yeah. I definitely feel like that is the same thing that happened to him. Yeah, who stabbed him? Tory Lanez looks like DMX a little bit. Trying to find where it says why. Proving his innocence in her shooting? What? His legal team alleges new evidence had been presented proving his innocence. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Man who stabbed Tory Lanez shares why he attacked the rapper. He reportedly believed Tory put a price on his head. Furthermore, he alleges he heard rumors asserting the aforementioned via the prison grapevine. When he ran into Lanez in the morning of May 12th, he noticed the rapper had a suspicious lump in his pocket area. It was probably just a boner, dude. Casio reportedly thought it was a weapon and attacked the rapper in self-defense. So Tory Lanez got a boner and he got attacked for it because they thought it was a weapon. Furthermore, he told TMZ that he and Lanez had a decent relationship prior to the incident. Doesn't make any sense. Casio. Does it show this guy? DMX was an OG. So true. He said he didn't shoot the lady and he had a witness. Oh, I am super proud, by the way, yeah. But he said he didn't shoot the lady and there was a witness as well. Now he's stabbed. Yeah, that is kind of interesting. I want to know what... Let's go back to this. Megan Thee Stallion's reaction. Let's see what that's all about. Man, you shot me. In her social media blast, she stood on her trial testimony. Again, named him as the shooter, called him a demon as expected. Social media has been going off about her message. It calls him a demon, okay. One man, him / y'all said I was never shot. Now y'all letting him play in y'all face again. and say, you know how much effort it, well, I guess it probably auto types it, but to say y'all all the time, I feel like it takes more effort to type that. But anyways, say I was shot, but it wasn't him. Oh, okay, I'm sick of this. Leave me alone. Leave me the alone. He ain't dare get on that stand and deny he shot me. And that was his choice because he knows he did that How y'all mad at the person that got shot? Facts are facts. He did it. It was proven in court. The hate campaign on the internet. Tory, you shot me. Ain't no new fucking evidence. Y'all been saying the same for for years. Tory, please leave me alone. You a fucking demon. Megan wrote, adding that she's off the silly ass internet. Yeah, we are pretty silly. Us internet. Interesting. She says that he was harassing her from prison. Okay. What was he doing? Ah, this is the guy right here. Hey, man, I was just doing some workouts, and then I heard that you were thinking about putting a price on my head, man. For what? His team first revealed the update in a message on the rapper's Instagram that he was stabbed 14 times. Both of his lungs collapsed. Stabbing happened in the courtyard of the correctional institution. Cassia was already serving a life sentence for second-degree murder. Additionally, Lanes isn't the 42-year-old's first incident with another inmate. He was previously convicted of an in-prison assault with a deadly weapon, per the Associated Press. He was reportedly moved to restricted housing. Wow. He was transported to a local hospital. Within a day of the incident, the rapper was reportedly in recovery with non-threatening injuries. Dang, for real? 14 stab wounds? It's a weapon, even if it's a Tootsie Roll. Yeah, straight up. It's probably worse. It's probably gross. Ugh, probably is like, got sores and stuff. And it's probably always chafing. I've never seen somebody so addicted to sex. Talking normally in good spirits and deeply thankful to God he is pulling through. That's pretty crazy to me. What's this new claim about new evidence? Let's check that out. Bodyguard Bradley James as a new witness. James allegedly informed Tory's team that he overheard Kelsey Harris admit to being Megan Thee Stallion's shooter during a phone conversation. James reportedly didn't sign an NDA with Harris and chose to speak out because he didn't want to allow a man to sit in prison for something he didn't do. Tory's team followed up by launching a petition calling for his release. And then suddenly he gets stabbed. But who is this? Kelsey Harris. We have compelling evidence proving Tory Lane's innocence. Whoa, whoops. Oh, you're probably right. Honestly, if you guys want to search stuff, you should try BitChute and Rumble. Those are good places to start. And then you'll usually find a couple videos that'll get you on some different search ideas. And yeah, there is a lot of stuff that's been scrubbed. God, it's so frustrating. But prison gang. But all right, you guys. Well, I'm gonna hop off, I think, because I'm gonna help Bodhi finish his little ship, and then I'm gonna finish doing some research, and then I gotta go do a bunch of fucking errands today before our trip. I gotta get insulin needles for my cat. But I think it's hella sus. I totally agree with you, Carmen. I think it's really sus. The timing of everything is really weird. I'll tell you this. I don't want to give you guys all my video away already, but there's some timing things going on with the whole Twitch situation that are just coincidence. Like, it's just like, how many fucking coincidences, you guys, before it's no longer coincidence. The only thing I have to tell you guys is Show us the tapes. Show us the motherfucking tapes. Give us the files. Show us the tapes. I still can't believe I got pizza on this shirt. Oh, yeah. I'll be back. I think I'll be back on tomorrow. My plan is to hopefully finish writing stuff tonight and researching and then filming tomorrow after I go live with you guys tomorrow. And then we're leaving on Wednesday. So I may or may not go live on Wednesday. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what's up. Sorry I didn't remember that it's Memorial Day. But it was good anyways jumping on here. Sorry we didn't really... I was caught off guard. I didn't really know what to do. So I'm glad we could chill and talk about some stuff. I still learned quite a bit, as always. So... but anyways, love you guys. Sleep safe. Stay sober. Human grade food to extend their lives. I hope so. No, so I do give him kibble so he can snack on it during the day, but we do feed him because we cook our dog's food. So we feed my cat chicken because part of the dog's food is chicken, sweet potatoes, and rice. And so we feed my cat Kenny chicken so that I can give him some insulin. Because we have to give him insulin twice a day. That shit sucks. But yeah, family first always. Fully agree with that. And honestly, I've had to learn that the hard way because I've gotten sucked into this YouTube stuff pretty hard. And so Kim and I have had some issues, but she's an amazingly supportive partner. She's just, as long as I'm open to listening, she's always there. Honestly, she's just amazing. Glad to have her. But anyways, yeah, sorry, pretty effing awesome. Pretty effing awesome. But yeah, I love you guys. I'll catch you later. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll catch up tomorrow for more Diddy stuff. I'll try this Rumble thing again.